Evil Tyrant is killing 3 innocent players for no reason. His name is Jaden. He is the leader of the J clan. He is one of the most dangerous players on this Minecraft server. And I am going to stop him. But it's going to take guts and a lot of gear. But first, let's go back in the past. Before everything happened. Before he found me. I spawned onto the server for the first time in around 2 months. I looked around, it looked like I spawned in a nice forest, so I got straight to it, getting stone tools and everything else that I would need to survive. Then I found some players named Psy and Heavenly Goat. They'll be important for the story later, especially Psy. So then I got straight to mining. Okay, let's do one of these mining log talks. Let's go! And after mining for a little bit longer, I found my first cave. It looked quite interesting, so I went into there for the first time. I carefully crept in there and made my way to the bottom. Once I made my way to the bottom, I placed a couple torches around to light everything up, and I found some beautiful iron, which I was going to need to use. I put up camp, created my furnace, putting in my coal, and then I got straight to mining the iron. I got some great iron. I haven't gotten iron on the server in a very long time, and I forgot that it drops in that weird iron ore and not raw iron. After I was done, I looked through the cave for a little bit longer, and I kept on moving. I saw that there was cobblestone, so that meant that another player had definitely been here before me. That means I have to be very careful wherever I go, because there could be another player lurking inside. Then I found some more iron. Okay, let's start a mining touch shot. Let's go! And after I was done smelting up everything, I created this awesome hidden base. That looks quite nice after all. I put down some chests, left the base a bit, and then I got to organizing my inventory and setting my spawn. And then I finally went out of the base for my first time in a very long time. And I hoped that nobody else would find this base. I put a torch to know where I would be, and then I slowly but surely crept up the staircase to get out of my base. And once I was out, I looked forward. I saw some name tags, and the first thing I needed to find, and now I was back on the surface, was some food. I was going to starve to death if I didn't get food soon, and I only had 2 golden apples. So eventually, I looked at this player. His name was Sai. You saw him before. And I had a decision. I could kill him and take him out, or I could just find my own food. And I searched for some chests, but I did not find any good loot or food that I could eat. So then, I killed him. After I killed him or her, I grabbed all of her cooked pork chops and all of their food, which was very useful. After that, I started to go onward back to the fortress. As I walked towards the fortress, I was looking out for any new name tags. I knew that player could be spawning nearby, so I had to be careful. And just like I was thinking, I was right, because I soon spotted the player that I saw before, Pepper Snow, with just guess who? Psy. So I had to be extremely careful, and I was crouching below the forest, being careful and making sure that they did not see me at all. Eventually, I knew that I would have to get out of this little ditch type place. So slowly, very slowly, I jumped down and made my way to their base. Once I got on the stairway, I was looking in with the name tag, and I digged up. I knew there could be someone coming out right there, so I had to be extremely careful. And this was one of the closest moments that I could be killed, as Pepper Snow somehow came through and was mining This was crazy, but somehow he did not spot me. I was so scared he was going to spot me, but somehow he did not, and this was great. I was not about to complain, so I continued to slowly bridge up whenever I could. This was completely crazy. Once I bridged up, I knew that I was probably going to bridge up and they were going to spot me. So I had to think about what I was going to do. I could make allies with them, but I also wanted to save the server from cheating, so I would need some allies. But being allied with all of them is too many allies. Because I don't want to be known. If there's only two of us, maybe we can be sneaky. And we can sneak around and nobody be able to find us. With a plan in mind, eventually I showed myself to them all. None of them spotted me, so I jumped back down the ditch. But then I grew some more courage and I stepped out. I waited for Sai to see me. I know she would come back and see me, and eventually she spotted me, and this was the most crucial part. She had a sword in her hand, so I knew that she wanted to kill me, and she was jumping, trying to reach me. But I threw down a peace offering of some potatoes, which was actually her gear, and it was actually like kind of giving not exactly free stuff, it was stuff I stole, but then he striked. Out of nowhere, he popped up and hit Sai. His name is Jaden, as I said before, and he is one of the most deadliest players on his server. He immediately started killing player after player. This guy was not to be reckoned with. Luckily, he had not spotted me yet, and some of the other players that were there started to try and fight them or at least retrieve their gear. This was a crazy battle, and I was watching it right from here. I looked and watched as he eliminated people after people. I tried to bridge up, and I did, because I did not want him to spot me. But bridging was also very risky because it was a high chance that he could spot me bridging. But I kept on going because I did not want him to see me, and I had to find a good hiding spot. Eventually, I found this nice little place where I could hide and be safe. I saw eventually he spawned another teammate, and they all had iron helmets, which could mean that iron helmets is how they identify themselves as a team. Then Sai came in running and hit them, bam, 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 but they easily killed her over again. But then, in a move, she came back again, not giving up. She must have had a spawn close by. Then, in an act of complete bravery, she led the evil players away from the fortress, running away, hopefully to get them away. I saw them running away in the distance. It was crazy, but luckily they had not seen me, and I just escaped Jaden's grasp once again. I've seen Jaden many times on this Minecraft server. He's killed me, I've killed him, but it's very rare that you'll ever get your hands on Jaden. And eventually I climbed down from my hiding spot. Sai saw me and she probably thought I was bad, but I once again crouched and I told her that I was definitely not going to kill her. At least not right now. I tried to get her to follow me and eventually she did, where I then led her back to my secret base. Now, she's a kind player and also my only ally. Her danger level is 4 out of 10. She followed me back all the way to my secret base. Now I had to think, if I was going to do this could either be really bad or really good. But I trusted that she would not betray me. Eventually, she found my base and we went down to the tunnel. Once we were down into the tunnel, she looked around, saw the stuff, but she didn't exactly seem the most interested in it. But then I told her to mine, but she also didn't have a pickaxe and was mining at the ground. So I mined for her, and I uncovered my secret base. Now this could be really bad, or it could be really good. With her here, I have an ally. We could both get iron armor, and we could become the new rulers of this server. Or everything can go wrong, and she would betray me, take my base and gear and everything I own. As she studied my base, looking for all the cool things here, I bet she felt safe and that this was the only place that she would be able to survive. I looked up into all my different chests, and then she placed down furnaces that we'd be able to use. After that, we got straight to mining. So, let's start the mining montage. 3, 2, 1. Oh, let the music come on. 3, 2, 1. For real this time, go! Mining montage! After that great mining montage, you have to tell me it was great. Sai wanted to bring Pepper. Now, Pepper was the guy that you saw earlier. Pepper Snow, the guy in full iron armor. He was obviously AFK, but Sai got the attention of another player, Johnny. He wanted to team with us, and I did not want this to happen. This could not happen. I tried to motion aside to stop, but she said, sure, this was terrible. I cannot let this happen. This would be terrible if she went through with this plan. So I knew what I was going to do. I killed him immediately. I drew my sword and I slashed it. I was the Storm Ninja. Nobody could take me out, but eventually he combat locked. And with the power of a true storm warrior, I blocked him up. I knew that he would eventually come back and I would have to fight him, but I would be ready to fight him with all my might. And eventually, after combat logging, Sai went back up to the staircase, probably to look for Snow. But I did not trust Snow. Maybe he was a peaceful player. But eventually Johnny locked the gun, and I obliterated him with a final slash of my sword. After that, we were both equipped with full iron armor, and then, like true pros, we got straight back to mining. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you want more Minecraft lifeboats videos, get this video to about 10 likes and I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.